Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To Encik Nurul Halim bin Hasim, we are going to present about the assignment on link budget using graphical user interface GUI. Before I start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Anis Hanani and my friends Nurul Hazira, Nur Fatihah, Nur Syafiqah, and also Siti Nurul Arina. So I would like to present about the introductions. In the telecommunication system, the satellite link budget is the measurement of the signal losses and gain that pass through the channel from the transmitter and the receiver. The main objective of this satellite is to provide adequate communication between Earth station. Besides, a link budget is relatively just in simple addition and also subtraction of losses and gain under the radio frequency link. The link budget system also designed to evaluate the signal loss factor during propagation and also to determine the minimum power needed for transmission to resolve the noise signal. It is also important to evaluate the method or formula which is most appropriate in the link budget system. So by mastering the scale which is able to effectively determine the link budget, where it is important for the telecommunication design engineer because it is the basic uh, or fundamental of the antenna and the signal wave propagation. Besides, the radio frequency satellite consists of two type of communication, which is uplink and also the downlink. Uplink communication is a process of transmitting the information from the Earth station to the satellite, while downlink is the process of receiving the processed information from the satellite to the Earth station. The noise carrier, or we call as CN, also important to measure the received carrier power relative to the received noise strength. Hence, a high signal to noise ratio will provide a good reception efficiency and higher communication in terms of accuracy and also reliability. Matlab is a programming platform that provides a graphical user interface that can allow a point and click control of the software applications. The link budget system is usually in decibels or dBm, which function to operate on a unitless parameter. So when the unit is in decibel, it is easy for us to analyze the value of the parameter compared to the unitless, which is the value is much bigger and also hard for us to analyze and compare the value. So that's why we use dB and also dBm for the link budget system unit. So in this study, we propose to design a link budget calculator using Matlab GUI and to write a safety and also the legal issue that arises when considering link budget. Next, there are two objectives in this study. First is to design a link budget calculator using Matlab GUI and to write a safety and also legal issue that arises when considering a link budget. So the equipment used in this study to design the link budget calculator is basically the personal computer or laptop and also the Matlab software. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Nur Fatihah binti Nurzaidi and I will continue with the legal issues related to the satellite space debris by JACU 2007. So in the telecommunication system, it is widely known that communication infrastructure and services are invaluable instruments for the socio-economic and cultural growth of a region. It is also undeniable that satellites are the best means of massive development of telecommunications. However, while satellite communication is expanding its development, it also increased space operations and activities and producing man-made space pollution, particularly in space debris, and thereby makes the use of outer space more costly and risky at the same time. The issue of space debris is generally known to be severe. The pieces of the space debris travel at the speeds of 35,000 km, and even with small debris can cause a holes in satellites or break the satellite. Thus, to operate a satellite telecommunication system reliably and effectively, the responsible party, for example MCMC, needs to be assessed appropriate orbital locations. The radio frequency signals of the satellite must not have interfered, and there must not be any danger to the physical conditions of the satellite from any external threats, even from space debris. Next, the complex population of inactive objects, putting together multi-ton satellites as well as launch stage in different orbits. It now seems almost necessary to increase the orbital population. The proliferation of debris, on the other hand, are reinforced by the growing possibility of collisions between them, greatly increase the number of obstacles in the orbit. Therefore, ensuring the feasibility of orbital operations require the creation of the space traffic management regime, such as collection of guidelines for the conduct of this object. So, under the legal lens, these legal concerns in space raise a dual obstacle. The legal regime for space operations, on the other hand, requires that such a device be created for its perfect application. The regulation is the right mechanism for the development of these requirements. The implementation of certain structures defined by the law of space requires that rules concerning space traffic management be enforced. Thank you.
Okay, next I will explain for the procedure. First of all, we need to open the Matlab software and then type the guide command function at the command window. And guide quick start window will appear, and we need to choose the blank GUI default. After that, we need to design the link calculator budget. For the parameter, we use the static text, and for the input value, we use edit text. And to calculate the values, we use a push button, and after that we need to edit the coding based on the value that we want to be calculated, and then we run the GUI file and enter the parameter, and to get the value we need to press the compute key for the output. Okay, so for the result, this is our link budget calculator. We need to enter each of the values for each parameter, and then we need to press the compute button for each of the parameter to get the answer. So this is the result for our link budget calculator.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Siti Nurul Alina, and today I'm going to discuss about our project. A new program which is the calculator of link budget analysis is effectively designed to show all the input and output parameters together in an active screen and formulate the mathematical calculation of the link budget. By using Matlab software, the program analyzes and calculates the basic formulas that are related to link budget for satellite. In the Matlab software, the link budget calculator is designed by setting the parameter of each of the link budget. The program calculates the chosen parameters and the design of GUI shown in the result. The input values such as effective aperture, transmitted gain, received gain, effective isotropic radiated power, noise power, flux density, and others is inserted. By using the GUI or Matlab software to design the link budget calculator, The graphical user interface is a graphical display in one or more windows containing controls called component that enables the user to perform interactive tasks. The script or commands does not have to be created for the command line to obtain the output, unlike the coding program to accomplish tasks. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. I'm Nur Shafika binti Mat Yazin. I will conclude the overall for this project. At the end of this project, the system link budget calculator method provides users with a good way to analyze the impact of all the parameters on the system. We are also able to design a link budget calculator using Matlab. The parameter of this system is adjustable, where it can change all the parameters and see the result at the same time. The screen shows the three basics of communication and their parameters. The dynamic of transformation can track the effect. It is easy to use and calculate. For new ideas, the program can be used in lab for antenna gain measurement, free space loss calculation, noise figure measurement, figure of measurement, and link budget design so that the experiment can be performed by students. The programs include the satellite lab criteria for design and analysis of the RF link budget for overall system, which can display the effect of all input parameters on the output result. By using this MATLAB, the simulation of the satellite link budget gives us some extra flexibility to prove and sense the relationship between some parameters in the calculation of the link budget. So, the simulation is available as an open source for other users to add or modify the system for any development in the future. Besides, we have to write a safety and legal issue that arise when considering link budget, which is the telecommunications infrastructure and utilities are not just a result of economic growth, but also a requirement for overall progress and also important to the national and international development process. That's all from me. Thank you.